Also, retopology, very complex subject. Now, retopology is a process where you basically taking the high-res mesh and creating a low base polygons or around your high poly model and making it low resolution. So this is used mainly in games and for animation and rigging and stuff, because it's going to be hard to rig this high poly mesh. If I can show you the wireframe, this is very dense. So if you wanted to animate this, this will takes your system a lot. It's fairly impossible, close to impossible. So the topology is a process used for that and to do UVs. Let's say you want to cut your seams over here. Where do you even start? So many lines. There's no HDU to support any deformation, so your mesh cannot deform or do anything. So that's why we use topology first before we even start with rigging or UV unwrapping. So in production, we use manual retopology. Now in our 3D softwares, we have auto retopology, which is not or never in this current stage recommended for production, because it doesn't produce that precise edge loops around those important areas, and it can never be used for animations at this current stage of the recording of this course. So we're going to be using a very a basic auto retopology tool in Blender, and again, it's not recommended for production. So guys, please don't get me wrong here. If you want to for production, it's manual topology for now. So there's a tool over here in Blender in the subtool. If we go to this tab, if I'm right, and then if you go down, there's remesh. Now we have voxel, which we were using when we were sculpting, which gives us all these voxels, as you can see, nothing too precise. And we have quad. So we're going to be using quad reflow remesh to do this. Right now we have only one, so I recommend we do a copy of this. So what I'll do, select my object, press Shift D to do a copy, and then press escape like that. Like that. And so we have another copy. I should probably name these guys. Okay, let's say beast high poly, and then we're gonna say beast low poly, like that. So we have two of them, and what we can do, now we can select our low poly model and go back to remesh and go to quad reflow. Now what we only need here is use mesh symmetry, preserve mesh boundaries, and then smooth normals. I normally have those checked, and then here you just choose the number of faces that you want. Let's go with 30,000 for now for the base mesh. Probably this is too high. Let's try 25,000 and press OK. And fortunately we get this error. The mesh needs to be manifold and faces need to be consistent. How I found to resolve this error, if you guys having the same problem, go to voxel first and make it manifold. So, and check fix poles. So if there's any poles in our mesh, Blender will try to fix those. So I'm gonna decrease this. So what I'll do, I'm gonna decrease this a bit. No, let's just leave it like this and say voxel remesh, and let Blender calculate again. As you see, it's loading Just give some time. I believe I went too low, and I'm just gonna press Shift H to isolate this guy, and to show the number of vertices I have, let's turn on statistics. We're around 4,000 faces. This is a bit too high for a low poly, so I'll probably just increase this. Just give it a 0.45 and voxel remesh again. Just give some time to calculate. Yeah, and we have that. I think this is a bit too low. Just undo that, and then let's go to quad reflow remesh 25,000. Press OK, and as you see now at the bottom, it's calculating now. It's around 20%, 40%. It's calculating all these quads that it's trying to remesh. A very quick way to remesh. Once we have the low poly now, we can now start to pose our character. As you can see, we lost a lot of details and it's not too precise. If I click on my model and shade flat, you can see the amount of polygons, and go to this and go turn on wireframe. You see what it has created. I think this is a bit too low poly. I'll probably, let's do 30,000. So I'm gonna undo that again, then go to quad reflow and let's do 35,000 polys, and then just okay. And then again, give some time to recalculate that and see how it works. Very crucial. Okay, I have that. Looks pretty much fine, as you can see, guys, like so. I think this is a fairly decent topology. Obviously we still need to fix the center line, as it is trying to create like a symmetrical topology and stuff. But if I hide this, let's go to shade flat. It fairly try to follow. If I hold Alt H, it try to follow all the edges and the holes, as you can see. Tried, but probably it needs some fixing. But if once we project all the details, probably we can get a better understanding of this. So this now, if we select our object, let's turn off wireframe for now and go to sculpt mode. Let's choose a pose brush. I'm just going to give an example of this. Let's try this. Now you can see I can pick up my model and probably is not a good pose. You can see now can be able to pose our model. Obviously I'm just doing this very roughly, but you see now that it gives you that flexibility right out of the bat. As you can see, we are able now to pose our model. So guys, I just did that. Okay guys, thank you guys for your time, and I'll see you guys in the next lecture.